My name is Trent Lilly, and I play guitar.
My name is Matt McNamara, and I do the vocals.
I'm Matt Castle, I do the bass.
I'm Josiah Snyder, and I play the drums.
And we are the Valenzetti Equation.
Woohoo!
Okay, backstory, band biography, that's me, okay. It's kind of been a mishmash of different people for a while, and this band, this group of us only probably has been together for less than 6 months, but a few of us have been in bands together before, so. Lyrical theme in your music, what message do you want to say?
Alright, well the last album we did here, Dystopia, we ran with the concept. It's pretty much a story of evil dictator rising to power and a prophet of God standing up to him, and you'll just have to listen to the album to get the entire story. But we want to write stuff that portrays a message, and what we stand for, we're Christian guys, and we really just, our hearts are to just praise Jesus through everything we do. And our message is to just bring the truth of Jesus to the world, and just everything we do. We hope that it's not just in our music, but just in our lives and our actions. And along with that message, we try and write lyrics that are creative and not just coming out saying like, we love Jesus, or we love this, or we love that. It's like we write a story to show how we feel, to write a story that almost hides the message so that people can find it within the story.
How have the gigs been going?
Well, like I said, they've been going good because our first show that we played, like after our first set, like not even 5 minutes after, like we were loading up our equipment, one of the managers from the Croc, he came up to us and he already booked us another gig like right away with Ark of the Covenant, so that was pretty sweet, and it's just been good.
Taking prayer requests at shows, so that's pretty awesome. Just doing what we can. If anybody needs a prayer about anything whatsoever, I mean, if you're watching this and you see us at a show, please come up and talk to us. I mean,
we're probably the most friendliest people you'd ever meet.
I hope so. He's not.
Okay, equipment. If you want to learn more about our equipment, we have studio updates from our album, and we go more in depth about what all we play and ourselves. If one of us sounds interesting, you can find more about it in the video.
But if you must know, we play guitars.
We play instruments.
I do some pretty.
I use my vocal cords.
Yeah, I do.
Influences. I'd say for our band as a whole, I think Whitechapel.
Yeah, it depends if you're talking about the music or the message. If you're talking more the music, it's more like, at least from my aspect of the whole process, it definitely falls behind the Whitechapel's music, not necessarily their beliefs, but more or less along those lines. Straight up, Streamline would be with my favorite band, In the Midst of Lions. I mean, even though For Today's music doesn't sound like ours in a sense, they do portray the exact a great message that I want to portray out. And if they can get people to move to a sense and then move to a degree where it's you're throwing down for Jesus, which is the coolest thing on the face of the earth. That to me is just my goal. I mean, we all have different subsets of goals, but overall I think the main goal is definitely to spread the word of Jesus and basically, if we can, witness to people and do what we can. So as far as music goes, I'd have to say those are the two main ones for us. I mean,
Impending Doom.
Impending Doom's huge. Brooke Reeves' vocals just
Behemoth.
Their music is pretty brutal, I gotta say, but yeah, probably those bands would dial in close enough to our style.
Remember your first show? What was it like?
As a band?
As a band, or?
Yeah, let's do as a band, and then we can go and say.
What was our first show? As a band, the Croc Rock in Allentown, we did a little Battle of the Bands Road to the Sphinx thing, which
it was also
try to shine our light to everybody else that was there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was just interesting.
It was intense.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was cool how at least one person came up to us for a prayer request, and that's all that. Honestly, that's all that really matters. Seeing that we at least touched somebody in some way.
Exactly.
Through God, you know what I mean, yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean,
and it was fun too. Playing was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
frustrating setting up and tearing down and 5 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever they gave us, but it was
yes.
So if you need a band to tear down and set up in like 2 seconds, that's us. I mean,
what is your opinions on your guys' sites posting your guys' material on other bands' material? I like it.
There's absolutely there's nothing.
I dig it.
I mean, I think for me, like I'm not gonna like openly just like we have our music for sale, and we would like to make money off it, not just to make money off it. We want to mostly the money that we're gonna make is gonna be put back into the band to do more things with the band, new equipment, do more things. It's not about making money to get rich. We just want some money to help us continue on. And I mean, if people download our music or whatever and find a way to get it for free, I'm not gonna like yell at them, but at the same time I'm not gonna willingly just give it to them. But I don't know, that's
it doesn't offend me in the slightest. I mean, honestly, like, I know they say
I'm just happy that people want to listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, I know they say any publicity is good publicity, but to a degree, it's good to know that people are actually hunting us down and asking us about, you know, us, and even doing this interview right now. It's just no problem with it at all. I mean, we're here to preach as it is, so I mean, doing this and just letting other people know about us is right up the alley of what we're trying to do. So,
is there any bands that you guys enjoy playing with the most?
Band, since we only played like 2 shows.
Well, I was gonna say
we haven't played with many bands, so
Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant.
All the way.
Haven't really played with many others, at least for this group. So
yeah, if you're watching this, you should definitely check them out.
But we're playing a show with Behead the Betrayer, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So you should be there. Okay. How do you feel about classifications in metal, like deathcore, metalcore, and other subgenres, and how they some get a negative rep? Can't talk.
I mean, I care, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing, because it's like, you know, when a band plays and somebody like I don't like it when people get into arguments about, oh, this is metalcore, oh, this is deathcore.
Yeah, that's.
It's like the defining term for me is, to me, it's like, I don't know. If you're heavy and, you know, you have a core at the end of the sound you want to be, then you fit into the genre.
I think for me, like, I take genres more personally. It's more what I personally view as a deathcore, and for me, I can categorize certain bands. So if I'm in the mood to listen to deathcore, or I'm in the mood to listen to death metal or metalcore or whatever, I personally can put that label on it, and then I can kind of like, I don't know. And I think people go too much and think, like, focus on that way too much. I mean, it's just a name.
It's metal.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
It doesn't. I mean, if you want to go ahead and label it, fine, but why do I have to adhere to your labels?
I don't have a huge opinion on it, but the only thing that really gets me is when people come out and say, like, metalcore, deathcore, it's like asking Alexandria, yes! And I'm just...
No! But that's also like deathcore, all of it sucks. Or metalcore, all of it sucks. Like, there are plenty of good just deathcore bands, plenty of good
accept the music and keep the metal scene alive. You
know?
You don't have to like it, but you don't have to put it down because you don't like it.
You don't like it, shut your mouth, don't listen to it.
Very radical.
All that to say.
What song do you enjoy playing the most? Just go down the line.
Afro Crema, all the way. It's definitely the most, in my opinion, the most hard-hitting song and easily to like get into and mosh to.
It is good. I like the Afro Crema. I think it's just the most complex all around, and probably just my favorite.
Afro Crema for me is definitely like the heaviest, or well, it seems like the heaviest song in there. I mean, I don't know. I have an abrupt love for all of them. I mean, within our album and what we play, if I had to choose one, I'd probably just say Ministers, just because I can do backup vocals to that. Other than that,
I don't really have a favorite. It's kind of like all of our songs are pretty. I mean, they all have similar stuff, but I like them for different reasons. So it really depends on my mood.
I don't know.
Some days I feel like playing
that's how I am.
Super fast blast beats, and then some days I just feel like grooving.
Well, I can't play blast beats, but that's how I am.
When not doing things with the band, what can you guys be seen doing? Just go down the line.
What I do outside of the band. Besides hoard myself in my room and beat the first Assassin's Creed in 11 hours. I mean, if you don't find me here, I'm either at work at Wise Markets, because that's probably where I'm going to spend the rest of my life, unfortunately. And and Millersville University, where I hope to one day teach history, but That's gonna be quite
Out of Wise?
Yeah, out of Wise.
Yeah.
Welcome to the cashier. I'm going to tell you about George Washington.
Yeah. That's gonna be a great, like, you know, honestly, I'm gonna sit there and be like playing like in the midst and Whitechapel to my high school history students. That's what their study hall time is gonna be like.
By then it'll be classic metal.
Yeah. By then it would be classic metal, and everything before us in the 70s and 80s would be ancient. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Well, outside of this, I have a little girl, and she's just brought so much joy into my life, like throughout this year. There's like so much craziness that's happened throughout this last year and this year, but when it comes all down to it, she's the one when I come home that puts the smile on my face, and you know, I'm just so blessed to have such a beautiful daughter, and yeah, that's all I really have to say.
All right, dairy farmer, you're up.
All right. Well, I don't really farm anymore. I work like a lot, so do that. Hang out with a lot of friends. Lead worship at a couple different places, and I love playing guitar, just any type of guitar. So
outside of the band, I don't do much of anything.
he's lazy.
More like
He does everything.
I do more band stuff outside of the band.
He's like me, but he gets paid to play at church every Sunday.
I lead worship at a church as well.
Which I try to help out at sometimes.
I go to school, but other than that, I don't really do much. I don't really play that many video games, so I'm pretty much like music. I really don't. I'm pretty much like
Ink Master.
music. If I'm not
Bar
playing
Rescue,
music, I'm somewhere else.
music.
I mean, the minute I came here, you were sitting
And lost.
I was playing Minecraft. Leave me alone. It's a good game. I was mining some. Well, I guess you don't mine. I was chopping down some trees for my house. Your opinion on the current state of metal? I like metal.
Yeah.
yeah.
That little boy that says I like turtles, we like metal.
We like metal. I like metal. I like trains.
I don't know, like, as far as metal goes as a whole, I mean, the only real thing that I don't agree with is, like, some of the music festivals kind of come into a place. Like, Josiah knows all about Cornerstone because he's been there a couple times. I mean, I wish I could have went, but you can elaborate more on it if you want, but it's basically this festival that's all about metal that can't continue on anymore. Or hardcore, whatever. Well, it's very heavy bass.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it has its ups and downs. I think it's kind of on the rise a little bit.
But we're the ones that are in it, so for us to say that, I guess we're slightly biased.
Well, I mean, I think you hear about new metal bands pretty much every day if you're really paying attention. And it seems like record labels are signing new bands all the time. So, band name. Alright, the Valenzetti Equation, if you've ever seen the show Lost, it's actually not in the actual show. It's from, I think it was between season 3 and season 4. It's like an online thing. And the Valenzetti Equation is actually a real big thing of the show. And it's not real. Don't Google it and expect to find a whole bunch about it, but
if you Google it, you might find us.
Yeah.
So please do that.
Actually, Google it. But it's a doomsday. Basically, it's the Doomsday Equation, and it was used to predict the end of the world. And the predicted date when they did it was to find out was actually the Cuban Missile Crisis was the date of the end of the world. Like, kind of what stopped the Cuban Missile Crisis, basically, kind of put us on a little spiral into the end of the world. Like, it's pretty much anything we do is just a stall tactic now. And the idea is that we as people are the Valenzetti Equation, that we are the variables that keep the world going. Yeah, we are the variables that are in the equation, and we can either choose to continue this world, or we can end it ourselves. We are the variables. What can the fans expect to see from you in the future?
Wait, we have fans?
Well, we're going to start doing some more shows, hopefully picking up more stuff as we go along, getting a little bit more rep out there. And we are currently working on writing some music. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah! God bless.
Nerds Brutes.
Peace.
Check us out on Facebook. and other social networking sites.
Buy our CD.
Yeah, do that.
We're poor. And I guess that's good.
A Batman.